Alright, so I was looking at some comments and someone suggested I try drawing Wings of Fire characters as warrior cats. Now, I've definitely thought about it before, but never really got around to it since most of Wings of Fire characters have colors that just don't naturally exist on cats. But then I thought, why would I let that stop me? I have free will. So for this idea, I've decided to make an alternate universe where cats can have any colors and also Wings of Fire abilities. Also, sorry about my voice, I'm a little sick, but with that being said, let's get to our first dragon. I've decided to do it in the Wings of Fire book order, so first up we have Clay. If he was a cat, I'd definitely imagine him being super fluffy and probably a Maine Coon too, since if I remember correctly they are the largest cat species, which fits Clay pretty well, I'd say. Luckily, his colors do make a little bit of sense, at least in the warrior cat standards. His large size makes him more clumsy and not the best fighter, and he prefers to be a mediator instead of a warrior, which, like in the books, makes Kestrel very angry. He gives off ThunderClan vibes as well, so I'm just gonna headcanon that. It was so fun for me to design him, and you can probably tell. But yeah, that's all I've got for Clay. Let's get into the second design. Next up we have Tsunami. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Immediately addressing the elephant in the room, cats can't be blue. At least not that specific shade of blue. But like I said in the beginning, I have free will. Her whole design was super fun to make. I tried to make her hair and tail look like waves and debated on whether to add webs and gills, but decided against it. Their colors might be inaccurate, but they are still cats and I shouldn't change that. Anyway, Tsunami would definitely be a warrior, like it's to the point where she probably skipped Apprentice phase and immediately became a self-proclaimed warrior in her group. I don't know, it just seems like something she'd do. Since she's a sea wing and make her a river clan cat, it's honestly kinda perfect. But yeah, now to the third design. Why did they just start constructions out of nowhere? We have Glory. Now, seeing a green cat who can change her fur color is probably not a common experience, but we just gotta accept it cause, once again, free will. Glory is an interesting case for sure, since she later became queen of her tribe. Before we translate it into warrior cat language though, first we all have to agree that Glory would definitely be a SkyClan cat. Like before, this is just too perfect. They both have a thing with trees and are generally peaceful, and also none of the others have heard from them for a while. So the tribe fits the clan pretty well. But with that being said, Glory the warrior cat would later become leader of SkyClan, putting them back into shape and making them a proper clan again. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? And before we move on, yes, I know she looks more like a wolf in this drawing, I don't know how to draw skinny cats. But anyways, to the next design. Next up we have Starflight, the only one with an actual warrior cat name. I don't know if it would mean anything in the AU, but feel free to come up with ideas of your own. Anyway, Starflight is an actual normal colored palette for once, still a little bit unrealistic because of the random white specks he has, but who knows, maybe it is normal for cats and just rare? I'm not an expert. Starflight is a medicine cat and you can't change my mind. It just fits too well. Starflight grew up believing he'll get power from StarClan, which would make him a full medicine cat, but later on realized he didn't actually have them. But like Shadowside from warrior cats, he decided to still be a healer even if he didn't have any connection to StarClan. Also forgot to add, but he'd be from ShadowClan. I don't know why, it's just his vibe. Small side note, I feel like his head is too big in this drawing, but I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining stuff. But anyway, let's get to the final design for this video. So last but definitely not least, we have Sunny. She was the easiest to draw as a cat since in my dragon design for her, she's already pretty fluffy and just has a general orange cat vibe to her. I decided to go with something different for the pose too, cause I thought it looked cute. Sunny was told she came from ThunderClan, since that is where she was born. That's why she and Clay feel so close to each other, and have a mutual respect for each other, both being the most peaceful cats in the group. What nobody knew though is that her mother had a forbidden relationship with someone from ShadowClan, making her half-blood. Sunny has a huge amount of faith in StarClan and the prophecy, and is always encouraging the rest of the group. And just like in the books, she was a huge help in completing it. And that is everything for this video. I had a lot of fun designing all of this, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Once again, I apologize for my voice, I swear it's not usually like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.